Welcome to Marketing Triage, the Holdcom podcast for healthcare marketing challenges. Listen to real-life stories and practical solutions from colleagues of various healthcare institutions on how they navigate complexities and get the job done amidst intense competition and pressure to do more with less. Whether you're a seasoned marketer or just starting out, our podcast offers valuable insights to achieve success. Join us as we uncover the unique set of challenges faced by marketing professionals in healthcare and provide relief through our podcast. Sit back, relax, and tune in to Marketing Triage for real-life stories and solutions.
Welcome, everyone. I'm here with Christine Barotta, Chief Communication Officer for Harvard Medical Faculty Physicians at BI Medical Center. Hi, Christine.
Hi, Deb. How are you? Great to see you. Thanks for having me.
Great to see you too. Oh, you're welcome. We're going to talk about vendor value. And we know everybody deals with vendors, but I'm not sure a lot of people talk about the real critical importance of them to marketing professionals. So you've been in the biz a long time. Tell us the top 3 things that you need from a vendor of any kind.
Well, this is a great question, Deb. And in my experience, I think that healthcare itself is a very complex industry. And I think especially here in the Boston area, but all across the country. And the first thing that I would really say to a vendor is know healthcare. If you're going to be working for a client, understand what an academic medical center is, what a community hospital is. Try to understand a little bit of the vernacular that you're going to be using with your client. Come in a little prepared. If you're doing a feature on the dermatology department, check out the website, find out what they're into. Just give yourself some kind of foundation so that you are able to, keep up with the conversation, add something to the conversation. That is incredible value for a client to not have to explain everything. And I really also think the other advice that I could give is, for many of us in the client side, we really are looking for full service solutions. And I have had many a wonderfully talented photographer, videographer, writer say to me, I want to work with you, or how can I work with you? And the answer that I always give them is, almost always when I'm working on something, I need more than just a writer, photographer, or videographer. I really could use a writer and a videographer. And I think it would be really advantageous for vendors to really see themselves less as individuals and more as units offering their services. And because if I'm making a 60-minute video, a 60-second video, or whatever I'm making, I really could use somebody give me the script and then film it. That's what I'm looking for, the complete package.
I think that's a great thought and a great point, because you and I have talked in the past how vendors can succeed or fail by what they bring. Let's talk about homework. We don't want homework from vendors. We give the vendors homework. But let's talk about the importance of them not giving us homework and of them nagging the marketing professional to meet the deadlines and get the job done.
It's a two-edged sword, a double-edged sword. And I really do appreciate when vendors, help keep me on task. I do think, though, that they can overstep sometimes because, as you know, healthcare is a very dynamic environment. And sometimes, even though this is a priority project that I'm working on, I might have to put you on ice for a week. It's just going to happen. And I do think that that's really the client and the vendor sort of knowing one another, and being able to work in some type of symmetry that works for both sides.
Can you give us an example of a great vendor? I know there's so many, sometimes it's hard to bring one to mind, but can you think of a great vendor that you worked with and why they were so good?
Sure. I've been really privileged, to all the vendors out there. Thank you for your talent. I have appreciated it, in every situation. There are many. I'm thinking of a media buyer that I worked with a number of times in different places that I was at. And every time this media buyer really treated my money like it was their money. And they showed their value. They said to me, how can we manage this to the best of your advantages? And I really appreciated that sort of mindset and those actions from that vendor.
Can you think of one common factor that vendors need to know not to do?
One of the things that I think they can be a little too aggressive in their sales pitching. And as a marketer, communications person, our job is to get reactions from our audiences. But I do feel that oftentimes we do that really poorly amongst ourselves. And I don't want to criticize LinkedIn because I love LinkedIn and I find great value there. But I do find a lot of times that it's almost there are vendors who harass on LinkedIn, and I would advise really against being over the top with your outreach to clients that you don't know, and putting on, let's meet tomorrow at 10 o'clock. That's never going to work. I love a well-placed email. I'm offering these services. I've done blankety blank for other hospitals. I can put together, 60-second videos to 1 hour materials. Just give me the thing, and I literally will file you away. And if I need you immediately, I'll let you know. And I absolutely, as I think many people do, we keep files of good people that contact us. And I have often reached out to people who have reached out to me, and I think that actually works really well.
So let me ask you one more question. Do you think that there are vendors today who understand the tsunami of work that is healthcare today, and how to best service marketing professionals who really need them desperately when they need them?
That's another great question. And yes, I don't think that vendors really understand how much it has changed in healthcare, where we are very lean staffed, more so than we ever were before. And the concept of a virtual agency or virtual support is very, very attractive. We're farming out more. But I would again say, if you want to be competitive in that space, come prepared. Have the resources, comprehensive resources that we're looking for, that make it easy for us to hire you and get those services that we need. Like I say, writing and photography or whatever, make a combo. And I'll offer this suggestion too. I was thinking about this, that I've met a number of, say, videographers, and they wanted to work for me, and they didn't have any writing, someone that could provide the editorial. Look on LinkedIn or check in different circles and find people that are either retired Marcom people or people that are between FTE positions right now that are healthcare Marcom people. We've all been, between positions. And if you want to call and I want to write something for you, we can make a match. There are people, put yourself in connection. If you don't have the healthcare experience yourself, find someone that does, and that will make you a very powerful candidate for any kind of consultant work that someone in healthcare would have, to know that you could come to us with that healthcare knowledge that is really going to help that project.
Perfect. I think we just wrote a guidebook. We should write on LinkedIn.
There you go. Well, great questions, and I hope that hope that's valuable to because I really do, as I said in the beginning, thank you to all consultants who bring your talent. You help us get our work done.
Yeah, Christine, thank you so much. Thanks for your time.
You are so welcome, Deb. Thank you.
Yeah, great to talk to you. Have a good day.
Thank you for tuning in to Marketing Triage, the Holdcom podcast for healthcare marketing challenges. To stay updated with the latest trends in healthcare marketing, subscribe to our podcast. If you have any feedback, suggestions, or would like to be a guest on our show, please contact us through our website or social media channels. We are always looking for new perspectives to share with our audience. Thanks for listening to Marketing Triage, where we provide real-life stories and practical solutions for healthcare marketing challenges.